This is Vince with the Bulldog Rooter on job number 34143812. This is an upload video. We got called out for a potential mainline blockage. We started with a video inspection for the customer. We saw there was basically two areas of root intrusion that ultimately we advised they do cut it out now because they were close to a complete blockage in the line. As you can see, we've got our camera sitting at the city sewer, 79 feet from the customer's basement cleanout, and we're pulling back into the customer's private line. This section is comprised of clay tile. You can see, I don't know if that's a root or what, but it's jutting up right in the middle of the line there. Not really forming much of a blockage, it's just worth noting. It's just odd because typically roots will have like fingerling roots coming out around them, and that one's kind of just by itself. A little bit of a root intrusion there too. I think we're actually not quite sure. It looks like we're actually in 6-inch clay tile, the stub out from the city sewer. That one doesn't really present much of a blockage in the line. Another little bit of an intrusion left over there. A little bit there as well. It's coming in on the left side. The bottom of the pipe is the left hand side of the screen from this perspective. Here you can see we transition in material from clay tile to concrete. I actually think this was 4-inch all the way out to the sewer, now seeing this, because I know this concrete is 4-inch. And that's about 30 feet back from the city sewer. You can see here there's very small individual roots growing in parallel with the pipe as opposed to coming in perpendicular, which is how we typically see it. You kind of see that at a few joints in the concrete. There's a little bit of a remnant there. Camera's wanting to pop out of the reel. Let us sort that out real quick. You want to pull that? There you go. Alright, so the biggest issue in the line was right here between 30 and 40 feet. Those were the two root intrusions that we referred to earlier. As you can see, we've got those cut almost perfectly flush. This was the worst of all of them at here 36 feet from the basement cleanout. This is the one that ultimately caused us to advise the customer to do the cabling service now. Got that cut flush with that 4-inch pipe, a little bit hanging out on the left side there. The second most significant intrusion was at this joint right before that. This one was probably only a 20% blockage before we cabled, and we were able to remove a little bit of it, but you can still see them coming in there. You can see egg sacs on the ceiling of the pipe. That's pretty much an indicator it's never been totally clogged, because otherwise those would be submerged. Would have either carried them off or killed the spider that put them there. More egg sacs. Just having a couple more issues with the reel. Give us just a minute to sort that out. We're approaching that transition to the cast iron pipe, which is stubbed out of the foundation wall. That is right there, as you can see, cast iron to concrete. A couple little fingerling roots there. We're pulling up and out of the basement cleanout. This is where the work was performed today. This concludes the video inspection. Thank you for choosing Bulldog Rooter.